Warning. Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, Louie B.
Welcome to the Crotch Out Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We're on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the means. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in and prepare to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I am your host, Louie B. I takes no bullshits from nobodies. I actually expose the bullshit of society and chop it up into easy to digest chunks for you. Today won't be any different. Today we are going on a little field trip. Sometimes I get fascinated by different points of view, different lifestyles, different professions even. And today we have a treat. We have I was lucky enough to get this woman on the show today. She is gorgeous. She is. You're gonna fall in love with her. I know a lot of you guys are gonna try to yo, Louie, let me hook me up. Well, her name is Queen Arena Rome. She is a fetish cam model and also dominatrix. Ooh. And and again, she is spectacular, guys. So, yeah, I'm just curious to know what she does, what she does, what of her motivations, and just let's get it going. Arena, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Louie.
Thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it will be a pleasure.
All mine.
So, let's start with the first question. How did you get your name?
My name, actually, if you Google it, you will see lots of coliseums, and as a dominator, it just was apropos.
Mm-hmm. So, but explain, but why Arena Rome?
Because of the nature of the coliseums and my ties to performance, and I do believe that dominating men and being in this world of fetish, it's also sex work, it's legal, that it was just something that I chose to just represent who and what I am.
What got you into being a dominatrix?
I've always considered myself an alpha female, and so way back from when I was young even, I just felt kind of different from most females, because I really did not take a lot of shit from men and nor women. And just, even if people present themselves as this, oh, I'm alpha and I'm going to control you type of attitude, this machismo type of thing, it just was a turnoff to me.
I see.
And I ended up where I am because of dating experiences, which I didn't have long-term relationships because I usually did not care for that. And fast forward to career-wise, I just got very deep into just the fascination of what made men especially tick that were submissive. And I found that lots of them were very powerful men, CEOs, owners of corporations, very successful, and they liked the idea of not having control when it came to their sex life or fantasies. And I could use that to my advantage. And so I realized there was a lot of power in having a pussy.
I see. For everyone that's listening, you guys could chat, and we got the chat room open.
There was a lot of power.
We got the chat room open, so you guys could chat, ask questions, whatever questions I miss if you're interested in talking to her. My next question would be, why do you do it?
Well, I guess I'll relate first. What happened where I lived, I was going to go on a date with someone offline, like I met online and then go on a date offline. And I met him in person, and he was very successful, but he had this deep fetish to be controlled. And so I actually began as a professional dominatrix with nothing sexual happening, but a lot of dominating him in his home and humiliation. And that's what got me started, and I was like, this is really intriguing to me. It turns me on, and it gives more merit to how I feel as a person and sexually.
Oh, okay. How does it? Well, I mean, I don't understand that. What do you mean it gives you more merit sexually?
Well, like just saying and speaking back to what I guess reiterating just how some women I just did not relate also to some women how they felt towards men or like brokenhearted in these attachments, and that you really have so much power if you're a female, just even in dating life. Let's not say dominating. I mean, you can go into a room, you walk into a room, and if you have a cunt, you can get fucked. You know, and you can get a lot of things out of men, but then it turned me into, well, what can I do to use this to where I feel like I'm bringing some sort of life and light into a person who needs it. I mean, the first client that I had, he was desiring this so hard, and he could not find anyone in his area to humiliate him. And he liked to be made to wear underwear, you know, female lingerie, and be seen in it, and be mocked. And I was like, this is fun. And this is actually giving this person life. And then as far as it giving me merit, it's just what I felt like my tendencies as a woman, and just sexually, it just was a turn on. Without sex involved even on my part. But there's a switch that flips in my brain that it does become a sexual thing and a power. And so then getting paid for it, then it gave merit to what I was feeling in the first place.
See, that's the thing I never really got, like how men or like anyone in general would get off on humiliation, pain, being mocked, I never understood the whole, like, cause I, I had to do some research, like the, getting spanked to your, or whooped to your bloody, Yeah,
and some people, they actually, male and female, from that release, it actually gives endorphins like it would from regular sex, and it's just a different level to where the pain releases endorphins and it turns them on. Maybe that harkens back to being young and being spanked. I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of an Oedipus complex. I'm not certain. Yeah. I'm not a psychiatrist.
I don't know about that because I grew up in a Puerto Rican household where my mom would beat the living shit out of me, and I vowed to this day not another woman was gonna freaking beat me with a belt or whatever. It's like
that's understandable. Yeah. And I don't know, some people, they just enjoy it, and it releases different emotions too in them, and lets them, allows different things that are pent up to be released. So there's actually aftercare involved as well. If it's a lifestyle thing where that where they're taken down so low that they actually need aftercare because they do need care afterwards to feel whole again.
Do you provide that aftercare too?
I do if it's lifestyle. Yes, I do. Now, in a session, that is up to the client, or rather, if it's cam, real life, whatever that may be, they have their own way, I hope, to do so, because I don't provide that, or I can't necessarily provide that for them. But in lifestyle, yes, I have.
Like, what exactly would you do?
Sorry?
What exactly would you do to, like, help someone?
It really is. It's so different for each person of what they need. Some people just need quiet time. Some people need just to be next to you for a while and be told that everything's okay. Some people just want space where they don't want that. Some people need, reassurance that, they're not what scene you just brought them into and brought them so far down, humiliate them, that's not them in real life. That they just wanted that for that time and that space and that moment. So sometimes it's verbal reassurance where I will provide that. Like if I have clients like I do now, I'm very interactive and I do actually care for the person and their soul and their needs. So I'll communicate, and they pay for that as well. Whether it's by texting, they pay to text me, or pay to kick, and use that app, or via phone, where they pay. And sometimes it's aftercare. So it's just a connection, just like any other relationship.
So, I mean, do you get pleasure out of doing that to people?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. And there's certain aspects that I prefer more than others of it. I really like pegging, where, I fuck men in the ass with a strap on. And I do a lot of that on film. I like paddling. I like over-the-knee spanking. I like chastity. Men who like to be locked in devices and their orgasms are controlled. And I love that aspect, and it turns me on. I also enjoy ball busting. I got to do that heavily for the first time for a company that hired me, and I will say that my foot was bruised for a week afterward.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've taken Krav Maga. And I mean, that's one of the staple moves is, of attacker kicking the attacker in the nuts. And
right.
Even my sensei says you could break a toe off some dude's balls.
Yeah. I mean, my foot was black and blue from this one sub, and I mean, and this was on film, and you can buy it, the scene, or you can buy the whole video to where he's taken down different levels by me on clubdom.com. And
that's a plug.
yes, it is, because I love them, and I think I'll be going back soon there, and there's subs who are there, and we get to let loose and take them down. And I will say that some subs actually stay erect the whole time that they're getting ball busted, which is amazing to me.
Like
in the video, he's erect the entire time.
It could be. I'm doing the typical cringe, like, oh,
right? Yeah.
So, goodness, it just like, but you don't feel like a bully doing it. Like that's you're like, like you're getting pleasure from someone else's pain.
But it's consensual. You know, they want it. So I provide something either for the audience or for the person or for both, because most of the people hired, you know, they're consenting to it, so they enjoy it as well. And so no, I don't feel that way. You know, it's actually an exchange.
So what do you hate about it? Is there any part of it that you just detest, but it's like it's the nature of the beast?
I would say some men who think that they want to get into the fetish or they like it, and so they contact me and they're not a sub and they're trying to get something else out of it. And so I'll get these long emails and these texts of, you know, hey baby, you know, and they pretend to be a sub for a moment, and that's not really what they're looking for. So that, I would say, you know, just be yourself and be forthcoming, because I do other things, you know. Obviously in the world of cuckolding, I actually fuck men on camera, and it's an alpha male, you know.
So like,
and so I do that.
What type of guy would be into cuckolding? Because I mean, I hear a lot about that. That's like one of the fastest growing, you know, porn type genres is
right.
Cuckolding. And I mean, I know, like me, I can't even imagine me just like not. Oh, goodness, use your words. Use your words. Like watching someone have sex with, and I know I'm gonna dig myself a hole.
It's okay.
But my girl.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't expect her to want to watch me have sex with another woman. It's like me, I'm like the type of guy that it's like, you know, if you're in a committed relationship and you're putting that energy, you're mixing energies, it's like you don't want to include someone else that, you know, it's an A-B conversation, so see your way out.
and a lot of people feel that way. Some people, you know, they like to live it 24/7. Some people it's every once in a while. Some people it's just a fantasy to where they'll, you know, get a Skype show from me. They will order a custom video from me. They'll buy my videos from my website, and it's just for that moment, and they get off to it. Other people, it's a lifestyle, and that's actually how I got into it from a lifestyle relationship standpoint. Was that powerful alpha male, you know, very high earning, and controlled every facet of their life, and was just tired of doing that. So in the bedroom, it was a release, you know, and to be humiliated in some aspect just was really a turn on. And so that's really how I began in the world of cuckolding. And, you know, I consider myself mainly a cuckoldress, which encompasses a lot of things, but I think it's growing quickly because there's a lot of younger males who are just not able to connect or formulate a relationship, and they see it as a trend, and so they get into it. But it's actually, if you're paying for it, whether it be the porn or a session or a Skype session, however it may be, it's costly, you know. It is. It's not I would say, a cheap world to get into if you're really into it. And some like to be in chastity, and that's a whole nother deal because I've been a key holder. Do you know that term? Did you see that one yet?
No.
Yeah, so...
are you the key master? I'm the... yeah, just Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Where now the key holder, you know, controls whether you get to be released from chastity and whether wear a chastity device. And that is something you have to be cautious with and be well fitted to your device. And I'll walk people through that too. And I actually can hold the key whether it's via online or people will mail me their keys, or I have ways of doing it to where I know, you know, where they have a key that they can bust into if there's an emergency. But they'll mail me the keys and I mail them back, and there's, you know, a payment exchange for that service. It's a key holder.
I wonder if we could like set up like an Amazon like mailbox, because I don't know if they have them in your area, but in New York, Amazon locker, they have Amazon lockers where you can have your package shipped to like a specific location. Like let's say you can't leave your package or else it gets stolen. You know, like have these like little lockers where people could put their cuckold keys or their chastity keys.
Right.
And they need to pay you and to get the code to get their thing out.
And that would be really good and really smart.
I'm going on Shark Tank right now.
I think you are. I think. Well, no, we're going. We are going.
What's this we? I'm the one that came up with the whole fucking idea.
I know, but this energy, this conversation we're having, that's what sparked that. So now it's us.
I'm gonna fight you.
Oh, okay.
I'll fight you.
You know that I box, right? And I wrestle, so.
You know I cheat, and I know Puerto Rican judo. Judo know if I got a gun. Judo know if I got a knife.
Hey, I know about that life too.
Yeah.
So I can fight dirty.
Yeah.
It's on, Louie.
Okay. All right.
Wait till I come to New York.
No, I'm coming to you, motherfucker. Don't. Okay.
Oh, come on. I'm waiting.
Nah, all right. I'm on my way. I'm around the corner. I'm gonna knock on your door, and I'll knock you on your... No, so anyways, enough.
I think you might kind of like this, Louie.
Again, I've been beaten by a Puerto Rican woman ever since the day I was born. Oof. Nothing pisses me off more than getting smacked in the face. Like, what? So, like, I look at... Yeah, so anyways. Was there anything you, like, when you started, what were the biggest life lessons you've learned from doing this?
One that, there's so many different types of DOMs, and there's no, like, right or wrong, and different people are just drawn to different people, and so they might find something different in me and choose me. And I don't take that lightly. It's like, even though they're paying me, at the same time, it's like there's been these very deep bonds that are made, you know, that are long distance. And they'll wait, you know, and wait and send packages and send tributes, you know, send money. And for the day that I travel near them to where maybe they want to get a session. And then there's been some that do that, and then you don't hear from them ever again because maybe they got so excited that they backed out of it when it came time. So that's been interesting.
Yeah, but what did you learn about yourself as a
Not
person?
myself.
Like that help, like a life lesson by doing this that help you grow spiritually or whatever. Like about you as
Just as a person as a
yeah
whole,
yeah.
I would say that there was this capacity, it opened different things for me and different feelings of where I cared for these subs, and that they hung on every word, every email, every call, and I didn't expect that to have like a feeling of like, wait, I have this person's like heart or some piece of them that I'm responsible for. And I did not expect that at all. And so it kind of like took me a while to be able to balance that and say, yeah, I'm in control, but then at the same time I have a grand responsibility to this person that I don't want to abuse past the level that they want the abuse. And so to guard that and then to watch, and keep to my protocol as a professional of what I will allow and what things I have to kind of like step back from and take a moment and then respond. And I didn't expect that. Whereas actually like a care for these people.
Can you give me an example of when you had to like take a step back?
There was this one guy who was a client and would send, gifts and tributes and buy videos. And he was very lonely, and he was actually handicapped, disabled, and that was really, really tough because the session didn't work out when I went to Vegas, and it couldn't be done. And it was really hard because he invested so much time. He wrote poetry about me, he made videos that were dedicated to me, just ongoing. And that was really tough, that when it led up to it, he had actually had some other health issues, and I was like, I can't step into a session and have someone die. And then what? That was hard.
So you really do have a heart.
I do.
Oh my goodness.
I do.
Yeah. Like it because I'm joking obviously, but but one of the like stereotypes or the misconceptions is that in order to be a dominatrix you have to be a man-hating or ball busting bitch.
Right.
Like a nurse a nurse Ratchet type.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's a balance, and that's a hard thing to maintain because some people, they want just that. They want just nothing but pain and abuse, and there's others that you cannot do that to them and keep them that way. So I find some dominatrix don't interact as much as I do, or don't provide as much as I do through my services, and that's okay. I'm just a different type. And I found that was okay too.
Yeah, I almost forgot. Usually for luck, whenever I have a beautiful young woman on the show, I ask them to officially friend zone me.
Oh yeah, you've been the friend zone.
Alrighty, thank you. I've been officially friend zoned. Now we get need to get Rabbi Shmuley on the phone to officially bless this podcast. Alrighty, hold on. We're gonna get Rabbi Shmuley on the phone.
Come on, Rabbi.
Rabbi, where is he? Where is he? Okay. Wait. Where is he? Where is he?
I don't think that was him.
All right, that was Rabbi Shmuley with the blessing of the show. Thank you, Rabbi Shmuley.
Thank you,
I've been officially friend zoned, so now the gods have been appeased. Are you good?
I am wonderful.
Very good. As long as you're good, I'm good. We can continue the show. So silly. I'm going to hell.
You're not.
So you said you when you make some videos you sleep with alpha men for like cuckolding. Are you married?
Yes, I am. I am actually married.
Wow.
Happily married.
Happily married.
Oh, fuck yeah.
How does he feel about you sleeping with other men?
Well, it's a profession, and he's very supportive of me, and actually he produces and edits my videos, and a lot of them, the ones that we film at home or I film away and that need editing, some of my favorite ones. And he's absolutely brilliant and supportive. His account is actually my studio account on Twitter, and he has a contact too, to where some people go through him to get hired or asked to be in videos and things like that. So it's wonderful, actually.
Yeah. We got Mildra in the chat room. Hey, Mildra. Wee woo. So
Hi, Mildred.
got Mildra. He's usually here for the Mercedes Carrera shows. But chat room, hey, Mildra. Wee woo. Why did they make that noise? Wee woo.
I don't know.
That's a weird choice. So so yeah, but so he fully supports you. He's okay. Like he's okay with it. Like maybe tasting another dude's stuff on your lips.
I mean, it's par for the course, I guess, for being married to someone who works with other professional performers.
Right.
The cool thing about our jobs are that we get tested so often. You know, anytime we're working with one another, even if it's just a submissive too, where there may be some blood or something, we go through a strict panel testing that has to be very fresh, usually 7-day test or less, and it's costly, and it's worth it because we keep the industry safe with professionals, and I work with professionals, and I mean some amazing people, and some amazing people in the future that I'm looking to work with, that we're plotting and planning as I'm going to start traveling again, and I'm excited to film with them. So it's pretty cool. Actually, it's exciting.
So how do you keep your marriage alive, though? I mean, every man has their limit. I mean, what would he can? Oh, I wish. Can we get him on?
Not tonight, I don't think. I believe that he is working on some stuff right now as he's prepping for something that he's preparing for.
Okay.
So
like every man has his limit. Like, what is his limit with you that, like, if you cross that line, that's cheating, he can't. It's Dunsky.
It would be anything that would not be communicate or just totally blatant dishonesty, which I don't do because I don't believe in, and we just have that trust factor that keeps us going, and you know, our own stuff that we do, and we're always connected in multiple ways and have multiple ways of connecting, so it's it just works, you know. And I'm grateful that he like some of the people that began to contact me to work for them, you know, he's more of a porn connoisseur than I've ever been. So he'd be like, wait, that's so and so, you know, because he knew him from buying their porn and being a fan. Right. And so it's pretty cool. I was like, wait, they did this and this. He's like, yeah, that's like a badass, you know, either female or male, you know. And so I get schooled by him sometimes of like who I'm dealing with. I'm like, whoa, wait, really? This person contacted me, you know?
Okay.
And I don't realize how big they are.
Right.
So it's cool.
Mildred in the chat room says, I'm here for every show, Louie. My bad. You're right, you are. And also he wants to know, how many hours a day does your husband edit on average?
Wow. Right now he is backlogged, but he's a perfectionist, and he does write, he does score the videos if they need music as well. And our studio we continue to buy equipment that costs a lot of money. So if he's editing a clip or a film, it has to be rendered. So it may take him, up to 8 to 12 hours of work or more, depending. And some of them, like custom, some we knock out pretty quickly if the lighting's just right and sound and everything, where it's a custom that someone bought, and knock it out in maybe about 2 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay. I just keep thinking, how would this Shark Tank pitch would take for you guys to get a loan from Kevin O'Leary?
Maybe that's something to consider.
Yeah, you know he would try to license one of those boobs or something. Anyway,
Probably.
I've been watching too much Shark Tank. I don't know why I'm interested in that show. It's like
I haven't watched it in a while, so I haven't been keeping up with what's going on in the Shark Tank.
I already know Barbara's out. She's always out. Barbara don't want to invest in nothing. So, anyways, but honestly, like, I know I'm stuck on this, but like, what would you specifically have to do for your husband to be like, this is bullshit, and it's like, this is over? Like, what would you have to like, saying, yeah, being dishonest, that's kind of vague, but dishonest about what?
I would think sometimes that attachments form, because friendships, relationships, in the business, it might turn into off-cam, where there's a connection where you communicate with people, or you want to spend more time with them or whatever. If there was something that just was not communicated or above board or unsafe, really is this thing that I'm safe, at all times, because there are people who are not professionals in the business,
Right.
So that's one thing to keep an eye out for. I would also say if I wasn't putting in my best, as far as work, because of, like, I guess meeting my capacity, because sometimes I tend to doubt myself, where I might pull back out of fear of, like, maybe that's a little bit too much or too challenging for me. And he would probably get upset as me doubting myself,
Well, what I mean is, like, what would he consider cheating?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I think anything that would just be like just sneaking around and like having this little affair of any sort, that's obviously not being spoken about, and like plotting and planning or something outside of our communication lines.
Okay. So, I asked this question. Have you ever had we discussed that. Did I ask you what was your weirdest request?
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
Well, that could be a lot of things. It depends on what you consider weird.
Something that made you uncomfortable.
Actually, shitting on camera or mailing my feces to someone. There you go. There's people who love fecal matter.
Really?
There's toilet subs and toilet slaves, yes. Which at first it was like, well, no.
We got Apocalypse in the chat room. Hi, Apocalypse. There's really people that would buy a loaf of shit.
Yes, they will.
Oh,
and
goodness.
pay handsomely.
All right, me and you, we're going into business. We're gonna have a shit business called Fudge Dragons.
Yeah, there we go. Fudge Dragons.
Fudge Dragons. See, I already got the name, and it'll be. Yeah.
I've gotten requests today. Actually, I got a request for my tampons.
For tampons?
Yep. For my tampons.
Well, you can market those as like a tea drink.
Yeah, I mean they'll suck on them.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh, God, people. like. Are they? They're mostly liberals, right? They're mostly like snowflake.
No, actually, no. I mean, sometimes politics come into play. I have some subs that are totally conservative, right wing. Men that are into this. And then sometimes politics come up, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I have no idea because a lot of them, they remain their private life, anonymous.
Right. Has anyone, one of your clients, they wouldn't happen to go by El Rushbo, would they?
Not that I know of. Usually they have multiple aliases though. So I
have an anus on loan from God. So, we got two questions. First one is from Mildra. He goes, has there ever been a case where a good idea on paper just didn't work out in practice? Good question.
Yeah, good question. I'm trying to think of what that would be, or which one to hone in on. On paper.
Yeah, we were gonna do the porno version of Stratego.
Yeah. Off the top of my head, in my short career, I can't think of anything yet. Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Oh, okay. So, Apocalypse, he asks, why are so many adult film actresses libertarian? Actually, are you libertarian?
Libertarian? Or am I libertarian?
Yeah.
I would consider myself a libertarian. Yeah. Definitely. Not a liberal, though.
Right.
At all. I mean, I guess in some regards, because I'm a human.
Yeah.
But,
you're a social liberal.
In most regards, yes, I am in most aspects, but I would say I'm kind of on the outskirts of what most people in the industry are, or believe, or subscribe to. Mm-hmm. So that may put some people off, from hiring me, and that's okay. I'm okay with that because I have my convictions.
Okay, so what are you? Well, this is interesting. Now we're in my wheelhouse. Uh-oh. So, okay, abortion. For or against?
Oh, gosh, this one.
Lightning round.
Damn it. I am pro-life.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe in maybe a couple exceptions, and people will go back doors and get it done.
Yeah.
But just in my heart, that's one thing that makes me cringe out of pain because of women that I know that have had multiple abortions and their pain that they still carry to the grave. And I've seen their lives and listened to their stories and watched their pain and I don't know, it hurts me,
Right.
That's just me. I'm a family person, though.
Would you consider yourself a feminist?
Not a modern feminist, no, but there's so many definitions of that.
Okay.
But I feel
like
I call myself, you know, I do use the hashtag female supremacy because I do find myself a superior female, a superior pussy, a superior mind. I do believe in the power of the pussy. I do. Do I believe that I'm oppressed or need to fight for something or go and rally? No. I live in America and I go to other countries and I see oppression, you know, real oppression of women. So I guess that touches on a lot of bases there. But I mean, I'm an American and I live in America in the year 2017. So I feel pretty damn liberated and equal.
What do you think about, you know, the lesbian, gay, transgender community?
I consider myself, I don't like to label myself as anything because I love women. I love women.
Oh.
And one of my films from my studios actually has a trans female in it I worked with that's a professional in the business, and she's amazing. And she is a she. Okay. By all means. She's more feminine than I am. I will say that.
Is it Ron Jeremy?
Oh God, how do you know?
Yeah, Jesus.
Shit.
Love
Ron.
that. I love you, Hedgehog.
No, it's not Ron. I haven't had the whatever you want to call it of meeting Ron even.
Would you like to meet Ron Jeremy?
I mean, from the point of view of like a legend in the business, why not? You know, shake his hand, maybe pick his brain if he has some left. Yeah.
Don't disparage the Jeremy and on the show.
I'm not. I
How
wouldn't do that.
dare
He's a
you?
fucking legend, man.
Would you do him though? Just for the stories?
Yeah. I mean, to pick his brain, sit there and listen to all
No,
the
would
stuff.
would you freaking stuff his penis inside of you? Is what I'm trying to ask.
You know, I thought about that before.
Like me, I mean,
by Ron
yeah.
Jeremy. I mean, it kind of it kind of grosses me out. From Ron Jeremy 2017. Or Ron Jeremy back in the day.
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about the hedgehog at 60, son.
God damn it. And I love older men, I do. But Ron Jeremy, you know, I love a big cock. But something about him does not turn me on. Or lots of things, I'll say.
Oh, you're a dirty anti-Semite. That's what it is.
Oh, you fucking nailed me. How'd you know?
Oh yeah, I'll nail you real good. Oh, sorry.
Friend zone, motherfucker.
Damn it!
The rabbi
spoke. Yep.
Rabbi
Shmuley. Yep. Unless the show had to be blessed, so I had to sacrifice my chances. So I had to. You know what I do for you people? I get hot chicks to friend zone me, so that way this show could be entertaining for you fucks. I die for your sins. I'm Louis Christ. So, anyways, Louis. So, okay, I already asked that question. So, do you keep this part of yourself fairly secret, right?
To some degree, I guess. It's getting more and more to where I can be more open. And as I begin traveling this year, I mean, I'm gonna be out there and with more studios and in other areas as well. I've been invited to I don't want to speak too much on this because I haven't committed yet, but some MMA, Triple X stuff because I do fight and wrestle and scissor.
Oh.
And so
scissor me timbers.
That word, you know, there's that whole world, and I've gotten to do some scissoring on a male where they get to tap out and stuff, and that's a fetish. and that was pretty cool till he was purple in the face.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was scissorvixens.com.
And I'm all about the forking myself. That old jag. So So what type of security precautions you take? Just because I mean I'm pretty sure. Okay, wait, no. Let me rewind.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to deal with stalkers yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I just have just kind of like the block button of certain people, you know, that have gotten intolerable. So I'll just block them.
Okay. Okay, Apocalypse in the chat room, he's like, how do you feel about the word cuck being overused these days?
God, that is such a shame that got political. It's really shitty, actually, because being a cuckoldress for now, gosh, I would say almost 7 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turned into this political term. It really kind of hijacked the hashtag and the world of that and changed it to something totally different than what I perceive it as. So I'm not very happy about it.
Alright. The next question is do you do any non-domination related porn?
I would say that I do. I have some that I guess I would still lean toward that you're watching an alpha female with an alpha male, so it may be more geared toward you know, someone with the fetish of, oh wow, she's married and she's fucking this big cock, you know, and so I guess so. And then some of the fetish world, it's not really dominating per se, like the foot tickling stuff that I've done that work for FTKL Studio, which I love. And you get tickled and bound and a lot of combat, which is pretty cool to do some combat in it.
Alright.
So that's a little different.
So anyways, we are at the end.
Wow. I'm selling clips right now. I can see them popping up.
Yeah. Oh
Sales.
wow. Really?
Bam, bam, bam. ArenaRome.com.
So
it's an interactive site too, by the way.
Yeah, plug away. Where can people find your stuff? What flavors of kink they're into? Yeah, let people know.
Okay, so my main website is arenarome.com, ARENAROME.com. And from there, you can find all of my services. You can find my wish list. You can find what I do. You can order custom videos. You can get Skype sessions. You can call me. You can text me. You can book me. You can also interact with me through there. I have a way to email me. And I also like to plug that I do offer discounts on my clips, customs, and a lot of my services to military, active military, and veterans.
Oh yeah, almost forgot to mention, you're selling your old clothes for...
Yeah, some are new and some are used, you know. Yes. Continue.
And for what purpose is that? Like, what are you going to use the money for?
So it's going to be placed, it looks like eBay won out, and the money will go toward two nonprofits that I am choosing through research and being careful, that donate to one to veterans and one to active military and servicemen and women. So I will be selling my clothes, shoes, things like that, and lingerie.
So MAGA or no MAGA?
MAGA.
There we go. Good girl. So any other places where you sell your dirty movies? No. Stop.
Well, through my site, arenaroom.com, it can connect you to my perv out pay, and there's a lot of options there to order stuff from me. That are those odd requests and stuff like that people pay for.
Right.
And there's a link out there, but it's pervoutpay.com/Queen Arena Rome. And I use my Twitter often to announce where I'll be next. Like I'll be in San Antonio, Texas, April 1st through 6th. And I will be this year often in Las Vegas, Florida. I'll be at FetCon this year, which is a big deal in Florida in August. And maybe even the UK and Dubai, as well as Costa Rica and maybe Guatemala. The tour begins.
Wow. Working hard.
Yes, it's about to start.
Yeah.
Gearing up.
Like I want like a little side thing here. Like I really do respect what you do, cause I mean, not a lot of people are gonna accept it because they have that whole religious Bible mentality. Like, oh, this is dirty, this is a sin.
Right.
Okay, you're not hurting anyone.
Right.
You're not on government assistance, which. Well, I don't know. Maybe
no,
you're
no,
earning
not at all.
you're earning an honest living. You're working.
Right.
You're paying taxes.
Yes, God, yes.
And the reason why I bring this up because this was gonna end up on my new podcast that I'm setting up called Louis B on the Warpath. Coming home from work, I work 2 jobs on top of producing this podcast, on top of trying to start a career in comedy. I'm taking the subway home, I see people younger than me. Like I'm 33, so I see people younger than me who have not served their country. Like I would like honestly, when I see a veteran on the street, the most I can do personally is get them something to eat.
Right.
That's the most I can do, and I'm ashamed. That that's all I can do. But when I see these young kids on the block, sitting on the floor doing jack shit. There was this one person. I'm 3 months pregnant. Not one of you people could stop and give me help. And I'm thinking, like, one of my jobs, I work at a homeless shelter. There is so much help.
There is out there.
Yes. for women especially.
Yes.
That she doesn't need to be sitting on a dirty subway floor begging, which makes me question her legitimacy. And you see people just standing there begging for money. The other day I was at Popeyes because Popeyes chicken is delicious. Please sponsor me.
Yes.
And this person comes up in my face and she holds a sign like, "Can I get change?" And I'm like, "I don't have change." And she looks at me like I called her the N-word.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like
yeah.
And look, I understand some people, they might be mentally ill or disabled in some way. And I understand, like, look, I've had to look for a job. I'm lucky enough to have help, but it did, like, the fact that people have drive like you do to make something, you're creating something out of nothing,
right?
And I totally respect that, and you're serious about it. You from what I gather, I'm kissing your ass, so I'm kissing your ass. All right, fine. That you're creating something out of nothing. Where was I going with this? It's
So I'm very
you're taking it seriously, and your view, like the way you sound, it's an art for you.
It is, and I come from an arts background, and some of my degrees are in arts, and I have education, I have degrees, and I utilize that as well because I also do like mainstream acting, I do stage acting, I do instruction, I do coaching, and I still do regular, I guess you would say, like nude art that gets sold in galleries.
Oh wow!
I pose for that, and for like classes where they draw me and things of that nature. And I do performance art and some comedy here and there, and performing on stage, and it's not pornographic. So there's a lot of things that I do and dabble in, and sometimes I just jump in full force, and this is what I'm going into now and taking it very seriously and professionally, like I have with every other career that I've gone after. And this is just me, and it's an extension of me, and it is an art form. And there's a lot of artists out there that are in the community. We are artists, we're creating art, and we're giving people something, that they want.
Yeah.
And so there's a need for it. And I will say that I do pray about it and think about, is this something I want to do, or is this something that it goes against what I believe in and what I feel in my heart's right, So...
Yeah. So where can tell people where can they find you again, so that way they don't forget.
ArenaRome.com.
ArenaRome.com. Arena, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And and you're welcome to come on anytime you want. Now you get the Mercedes Carrera treatment. Like, all you got to do is ask me. I want to come on. All right.
Okay.
That's it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it.
Yep.
And maybe we got some things, cleared away, and some type of stereotypes and things.
Yeah. I think we did some good work here today.
We busted some balls out of some shit that people didn't want to maybe hear or cringe at, but you know what? There's people who want it, and I love what I do. I love what I do, and if I didn't love it, I would not do it.
Exactly.
And I don't do it if I don't love it.
Yep.
I turn stuff down. I'm like, no, for no love or no money.
Well, there you go. Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Please smash that like button. Please like, comment, and subscribe to however you're listening to this show. I appreciate the comments. You could email me at crotchoutradio@yahoo.com, or you can send me a text message. I like getting text messages from people around the world. Like I got a text message from someone that listens from Germany and Danke. You guys
yeah.
Danke. Oh, it's Danke?
Danke. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was Danke. Oh, well.
Sure
showed my ass. You guys can text me at 347-927-6824. I am on iTunes. I am on TuneIn Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Podcast.com, Blueberry.com. Basically, if it has a podcast directory, you'll find the Crotch Out Radio Show. Please comment, like, comment, and subscribe. As always, from my house to your house. Mahalo.
That's the end of my show. Donk.